What's up guys, it's Daz here, but you don't really care because we've unlocked the third area in the game. It's day 4 and we're going to spend it in the Forest Naval. How many treasures does that have? It has 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9, alright. The first one has 2, second one has 8, and this one has 9. I wonder how much the fourth area is going to have. Anyway, let's jump in. The Forest Naval. It's inside a cave, would you believe it? So, today, I'm thinking we're going to take out 50 reds right off the bat. And there is a gate for us to destroy right by the ship, which will be very important to take down. And actually, in this area, there's a lot of stone gates for us to take out. And I probably won't be taking out all of them because, well, you don't really need all of them out. And it's quite a nuisance just how many there are. But, I mean, already, right off the bat, there's a stone gate right there. And we're probably not going to take that one out. What we are going to take out, or not even take, well no I guess it is taking out, is you'll see a bunch of blue pellets here. And what's this to the right? Aha. Oliver sees there's another blue onion. He walks back and he's just as shocked as he was with the yellow onion. Aww. And look at that, it sprouts a blue sprout. Hello? Hello! May I grab you? It is a Pikmin of yet another color. Near this one's cheeks is what appears to be a set of gills. This trait suggests to me that this blue type of Pikmin can enter the water without any trouble whatsoever. There's only one way to find out. Yeah, drown it! No, but seriously, this is a gill on the guy's face. Many mistake it, including myself, as a mouth. It looks like it's a mouth because it's in the position where it's a mouth. And if it is a mouth, then that's really creepy because it's constantly in shock. I mean, it has a frowned face and massive wide eyes. It's like it's seeing death. It's really creepy. But yeah, it's a gill, so it can breathe underwater, meaning it's perfectly comfortable living in the water. And I can understand that, as long as the water's warm. So, we're going to spend today growing our blue Pikmin army. But of course we'll be able to get some treasures as we do so. I'm going to try and pay attention for the little jingle to say the gate's done that the reds were taking out, but I can't guarantee I will. In fact, it might have gone off already and I wouldn't notice. But oh well, I can always check visually in a moment. But for now, let's just grab more blue Pikmin while we can. You also see a new treasure, a new ship part to the left. I have a habit of calling them treasure. It's what happens when you play Pikmin 2 for too long. Oh well, now we have 5 blues. We can throw them to the blue pellet. Thank you. And we have a blue Pikmin. And this is all the pellets the blue onion has around it. So I guess for now we better go and join up with the rest of the gang. Well then again, we've got quite a few blues to deal with, don't we? That's nice. So now not only do we have to deal with high up things, we have to deal with water as its own separate hazard. I have a feeling this is going to turn into a fun and slightly complicated game. Of course, not nearly as complicated as Pikmin 2 and Pikmin 3 get, but still pretty complicated nonetheless. So, 16 blue Pikmin and that's all we can get here. So why don't we, let's go for evolution. We've lived all our lives in the water, so time to grow out of it. So, the first thing we're going to want to do, actually, is a few things we want to do. First, let's check on the reds. The reds are done here, so I'm going to disband the blues and get out the reds instead. Reds, we've got some treasure to get, believe it or not. We're going to come up here and over and around here. Yes, you heard me right. Okay, I'm going to actually put 10 Pikmin here, maybe. Okay, that's 10 there. One Pikmin decided to ignore us for the sake of a geyser, and there's a new ship part over here. We want to grab this branch and hopefully not fall down, and grab that. So you see, most Pikmin will grow it, and the other Pikmin will climb it. That's also a new enemy down there. That is the bread bug. He comes to collect stuff, and you have to basically play tug of war to win against him. If you have more Pikmin than his strength, then you win, and you actually get to do damage to him. Now we're going to have some Pikmin left over, exactly 25, and ooh, that went flying. I found the automatic gear. This thing chugs right along at its own pace. It makes piloting much easier, giving me time to concentrate on the finer points of space travel. Interesting. And now we have another new enemy, the Shearwig. It's like a worse version of the Sheer Grub, because not only does it do damage and you can't hurt it until you throw on top of it. That's a good example of it, see? Everyone was swarming it, but no damage was being done, and I couldn't press A because I was right by treasure. But they also learn the ability to fly, and this bread bug wants some Shearwig, does it? Well, one Pikmin's not enough to fight it, but two is. There you go, see? It's very good like that. It's very helpful to learn to do things like that, because that bread bug will be helpful to us in the future. Sort of. Well, in a sense. Now, hopefully the blue Pikmin don't get swarmed away by that, because we're going to need them in a minute. But, actually, stop. Guys, stop. I want the blues to have these. Thank you. No, blues. Oh, yeah, blues, you can take that, sure. But, let's see. Reds, you stay here. Blues, you're coming with me. First of all, you're taking this pellet. You're taking this guy. We need a second one on that, so those reds don't take it. Good. And what we're going to do now is we're going to come over here. These rocks act the same as grass and nectar. They could be hit to get more... Grass and nectar? Yeah, grass and nectar. They release nectar, basically, is what I'm trying to say. And there's pellet posies up here, but I'm not able to get them with the blues. So I'm going to have to delay that a little bit. Hopefully no reds join the blues there, because if they did... Yeah, they did. They're going to be drowning right about now. Reds, get out of there, please. Well, one survived. Don't know why they decided to join on. See, this is another thing. These Pikmin think they know everything. They try to do many things themselves, and in the process, that can get them killed. So he's lost one to battle and one to drowning. Okay. But otherwise, we're doing pretty good on Pikmin deaths. And it was their own fault anyway. Automatic gear. It has thin cracks running through it. I tried to fill them with dirt. I hope it will be alright. Good logic, Oliver. If it doesn't work, even though it's flying you in space, where if you fall out, you will be forever sucking out anything in your body and you'll explode and become a massive bacon strip, just fill it with dirt. I'm sure it'll be good enough to protect you. We need 5 more pieces of treasure, and we have some pellet posies for us to collect. And that bread bug, you can see, is almost dead. So obviously we're doing something right. Now I want to hopefully time it so it goes on blue. Good. I was actually aiming for the other one, but alright. There we go. Good. Double blues. That will give us more blues than, well, a yellow or a red pellet would do. Now where is this bread bug going? Any idea? No? I don't know either. Okay. Well, that's all fair and good. Because what we want to do now is, I'm going to, let's see. I'm going to put my reds back up there, so they're all together. We want all the blues together now, as well. Unfortunately, we only have Olimar. In the future games, we get to play multiple characters, and that allows us to do multitasking more easily. But this game's pretty short, so multitasking shouldn't be too big of a deal anyway. What we want to do is, oh look, there's the bread bug. It's for some reason down here. Okay. What we want is, actually, I might leave that pellet there. So then it can hopefully come and grab it, and then we can suck it away straight away. Maybe. What we actually... I can't... It's a shame. I'm trying to keep an eye on that bread bug, but I have no idea where it is. Hello, bread bug. You after my pellet? Hello? It's completely gone. Alright, well, you go do that. We're gonna go down here because we have a ship part for us. Very helpful. I should have left 2 Pikmin idle towards, like, on the way of the pellet, so then they automatically grab it. But oh well. Have 15 on there. That's probably about 15. Yeah, it's 18. Even better. And so while they're going to collect that back to the ship, I'm going to get more Pikmin on that pellet, hopefully, to bait the bread bug into our onion. Alright, let's see. Okay, so I've left our last 7 Pikmin to be around there, so then when the bread bug hopefully comes to get that pellet, he'll bring it back himself, and then at least 2 of those will grab it and bring him to the onion. Or at least, that's the plan. If not enough Pikmin actually... If the bread bug basically wins at the tug of war, the Pikmin will be killed because the bread bug wants to go back to its little home hole and then it will murder. But until then, actually, we might be able to do it with these pellets. Let's see. If I take these out now, unfortunately, any remains will probably go to the reds, even though they don't match. But that's okay. Yeah, there you go. He's going for these ones instead. After all that trouble to try and get it to go for the blues ones, it goes for the red ones instead. Oh well, this bread bug is actually very important. Not only in a biological sense and how it's just bred and how it's going to evolve to make an improved version of itself in the future, or how it's actually related to one of the enemies we've already seen, but also, upon death, it releases another optional ship part. Thank goodness, my space float! This float is an absolute necessity for any pilot who lacks skill at swimming in space. Yeah, so apparently he needs a swimming tube to swim in space or something. Yeah, completely optional because you can still fly a ship without needing a little safety floaty. Space float, an excellent swimmer like me has no need for something like this, but my motto is always be prepared. Really, it's just for emergencies. I've now recovered 8. If I can just find 4, I should be good. Alright, then, you go do that. Meanwhile, we will kinda... No, I guess we're not gonna collect that. Alright. Let's go pluck these last few Pikmin, and since we have all reds, I think it would be a good idea... If you don't collect that, you're going to collect it before I... Okay. Well, I'll leave it at that then. Be a good idea if you follow me, we ignore the blues, and we go over to help the other reds building the bridge. Number 1, Ionium Jet. If this is damaged, I'll be in dire straits. I'll have to run a system check as soon as I can. I have now recovered 9 out of 30 parts. If I could just find 3 more, I'll be good. Alright then. Well, you'll see these reds here. They've destroyed this bridge, and now we have another new enemy. Well, it's not quite in the way, but it will be soon. This is the fiery blowhog. It's basically a fire-breathing pig. It's quite an odd design, but considering reds, you may not have known this, but reds are impervious to fire. They cannot be killed by fire. Now, these fiery blowhogs have 2 types of attacks. They breathe fire, or they throw in front of you to breathe fire on top of you. Now, considering that reds are fireproof, as long as you stay near the ground and no hazards are nearby, you should be invincible, in a sense, to these fiery blowhogs. Now, I want to check if we got any loner Pikmin around. We got the 7 by the pellet onion, that's it. Okay, well then we should be okay for what I want to do. Because when this bridge is finished, we're going to try and see if we can collect one more treasure. And it involves a bit of a unique mini-boss in a sense. Alright, that's all done. We can ignore all these blowhogs since even if they breathe fire, they can't hurt our Pikmin. They can hurt Olimar though, so be careful. And oh no. Not only do we have sheer grubs to deal with, I forgot about this new enemy. This albino frog. Which I will talk about in a minute after all these sheer grubs and sheerwigs are dead. And whoa, okay. Don't pinch Olimar. Jeez. Thank you. Whistle, whistle, whistle. This is... a Wollywog. In the future games, this guy becomes quite a good joke. I mean, he's stronger than another type of Wollywog we'll see later, but in this game, he's not a joke. He attacks by jumping up in the air and flattening any Pikmin underneath. So you really want to throw on top of him, and hopefully time it well. Even in death, he can kill you. He is an annoying enemy, and we're about to die from sheer grubs and sheerwigs, aren't we? Oh, okay. Hi. Hello, please, death. Yes? No? Okay, good. Now, onto this little mini-boss enemy. He doesn't have any particular music, but, meet the Puffstool. This guy is a massive mushroom. Mushrooms are generally quite bad. They give hallucinations and a lot of other bad stuff, and they don't always make you grow. But this guy does something special. If you attack him, he'll go in his upside down, and I'm leaving him alone so I can show off his move, otherwise he'll die straight away. When he finishes, he spurts powder everywhere. If your Pikmin are in that powder, they will be hallucinated and they become his Pikmin. They will basically become zombie Pikmin, or Puffmin, or Pikshroom, or whatever, and they will attack you back. And since they do 1 damage each and you have probably about 100 HP, they're quite a hassle. As a kid, I hated this enemy. It killed me instantly. I found the Omega Stabilizer. I absolutely must have this piece if my battered ship is ever to fly straight again. It has steered me through countless deep space storms. That, and it looks rather cool. But yes, I hated this enemy when I used to play this. I also hated this area for a couple reasons. One was, I didn't like the dark anyway, so this place was all gloomy and stuff. But also, the music. It involves a nice sort of relaxing guitar. As a kid, I hated guitar. Guitar and drums were like the 2 most hated instruments I had because they were just so common and boring. I know, I was a hipster even before I knew the word existed. Yeah, but still, it's so boring. Anyway, with that, we've now got our boss being collected. We have the last treasure we're going to collect today collected. It's not even giving us a countdown yet, but we're pretty close. And we've got a couple sheer grubs to deal with, but that's not a problem. Okay, now I think it's becoming more sunset-y. The colours changed slightly. Oh well, let's get this last pellet, because I know it will annoy me if I don't get it. We want to get as many blues as we can today, because they're new. Now I'm hoping we can get them all on time. I hope they don't end up almost getting the treasure and then missing it and then all dying because they're not in the area, because that will be a shame. But hopefully that won't happen. Oh, don't throw Pikmin when you're plucking. You might see that weird island in the background. Maybe we'll be going there in a few days' time. Alright, and here some of them come. Where are the others? Guys? Where's your buddy? Oh, he's there. Okay, he's just a little slow. There he is. He's just a little slow. Okay, well then I'll go. Okay. I've made it another Pikmin discovered. Yeah, for some reason, there's a glitch in this game where Mario will constantly admit that he can't have more than 100 Pikmin. I'm not sure why he does that, but yeah. So I'm going to ignore that one. But yes, if you press B, you see it all at once, you can skip it, and if you hold A, it will make the text go by faster. But I don't usually do that because I read it as it goes along. Now we should have more Pikmin maybe that can grab this, and then it will go a little faster. Thank you. We don't need this geyser unless I want to jump up a hill instead of going around the hill that's right next to it. Okay, 50 flowers and leaves and buds, actually, never mind, are on that, so that's it. That's all we need to do today. We've got quite a few things, I think. And now it's sundown, and we didn't even use yellows. They were practically useless today, and they'll be practically useless tomorrow too. Or the day after tomorrow, since we've got Luigi's Mansion next time. So let's just enjoy this peaceful music, even though as a kid I hated it, because it was guitar. So yeah, I didn't like the music, the area, or this boss. No wonder I hated this area as a kid. Omega Stabilizer. This is the dolphin's fin. It is a little beaten up, but it should still function. I've made great strides in repairing the dolphin. With this, I should be able to fly again, even if I don't recover all 30 parts. This is the first time he mentions possibly something connected to optional parts. I've just recovered 10 out of 30. Now if I can just find 2 more, I should be able to increase the ship's capabilities. I guess we're a third of the way done with this game, and yeah, sounds good to me. Also, you can actually see the difference in this one, because now he has a completed foot, or fin as he calls it. Now we have 100 Pikmin. Can we make them flowers? Flowers would be a good idea, and wow, that is dark. Of course, it's not nearly as dark as the hidden mansion in Luigi's Mansion, but still, it's dark. Okay, I don't want to lose these guys on the 0, so please finish fast enough that we can all get flowers and then call it a day. Otherwise, I'm leaving some behind on a most ridiculous example. Drink. Drink. Are we done? We're done. Okay. All of our 100 Pikmin are done. See, look, they didn't all reply to the whistle straight away. That's a bit of a problem that happens. Okay, there's no Pikmin over the hill. Good. Whew! Alright. Look at that. It's all red and blue. What are those combined to make? That's purple, yeah. We have purple Pikmin, practically. Even though they don't appear till the sequel. "4 days since impact. Deep in the cave I discovered in the forest, I encountered blue Pikmin. These blue fellows have something resembling gills on their cheeks, and they appear to be amphibious, surviving both in water and on land. The wonders of nature never cease to stun me, even in this alien land." Not much Pikmin improvement since we only got, 29 blues and a few reds at the end, but you know, it was all about the treasure, really. And the enemy killing, but not the grabbing. Yeah. We lost 3 in battle today. I think that was from shearwigs and sheargrubs only. That's a shame. Oh well, we now have a total of 325 Pikmin. We've made 328. Sprouted in general. Not bad. Not bad at all. My name's been Daz. You don't really care, and I'll see you in a bit.